Or number 3. Number 3 says, identify which sequence of transformation maps ABC onto ABC, triangle ABC prime. Alright, so what I'm going to do is let's choose point A and C. Those are the best ones. So let's start with A. So first figure out where point A is located, -2, 1, and A prime is at 1, 4. So the first thing they want us to do is reflect over the x-axis. This you could do visually so you don't waste your time during the EOC. So x-axis, reflect over the x-axis, is going to flip our y value. So reflection will give us -2, -1. Then they want us to use this rule of add 3, so write 3 down 2, or down 3. So we're going to plug that in. -2 plus 3. Then we have y, -1 minus 3. We get 1 comma -4. Well, that's a -4. How can I make that mistake? So we are very close to getting it. Oh, did we get it? So we reflected over the x-axis. Okay, so we got -2, -1. We added, we got 1, and then we got -4, 1, -4. Well, that works. So maybe that works. I don't know. So let's try it again. Because we got 1, -4. That works for our A, but never just assume that it's going to work. So let's try for C now. C's at 3, 2. Then our C prime is at -4, -3. So the first thing they want us to do is reflect over the x-axis. So that's going to change our y value to -2. So we get 3, -2. Okay, next, it wants us to plug it into this equation, x plus 3, y minus 3. So we add 3 to 3. Then we do -2 minus 3. 6, -5. Alright, so they want us to map these images on top of each other. And right here I can see that it works for A, but it doesn't work for B. Since it doesn't work for B, or for C, that's donezo. Back to the drawing board. Alright, let's go back to A. And this was for choice A. Alright, now we're on choice B. So we're at A, which is at -2, 1. First thing they want us to do is reflect over the y-axis. So A is going to change its, not y value this time, but its x. So A is now at 2, 1. Then they want us to subtract 1 to the x value, and then subtract by 5. So let's try that. 2 minus 1, comma, 1 minus 5, 1, -4. So we got the same answer, so that works, but I'm not sure if it still does. Let's try it again. Let's try it for C. C is at 3, 2. So if it's at 3, 2, first thing we do, let's reflect it over the y-axis. So we get negative 3, but it's still at the height of 2. Then they want us to subtract 1 by the x, so it's negative 3 minus 1, then 2 minus 5. We get negative 4, comma, negative 3. Oh, that is C prime, so that did work. But let's check it just one more time. Let's use the value of b. B is at negative 1, comma 3. B prime is at, that's a negative 2, so 0, negative 2. Alright, so we have here negative 1 to 3, and then it goes to that. So first we want to reflect this over the y-axis. So we're at 1, 3 instead. And then after we're at b at 1, 3. We're at 1, 3. The next thing they want us to plug this into this formula. So 1 minus 1, comma, and then 3 minus 5. You get 0, comma, negative 2. That works out. So it works for all of them. So I'm going to assume this works right here. But when you're doing the EOC, if you get all 3 choices works and you check them again, you can kind of finish there. But if not, you may want to continue to try with the other choices. Because if it says check all that apply, work on those, okay? But from there, all 3 of them work. I'm pretty confident that we did that right.